Hi, I'm Julie Wall and I'm a docent with the Lodi Lake Nature Area. And today I thought we would have a conversation about an animal that you probably will always see when you come to the nature area. I want to talk to you about the squirrels that we have here. We have two squirrels that live in the nature area. We have the California gray squirrel and the eastern fox squirrel. The California gray squirrel, of course, is the one who is native to this area. The red fox squirrel came from back east in the early 1900s. People brought them here as pets and then let them go. And so they're basically now in every park that we have in the state of California. They have some similarities, but they also have some differences. First of all, there's the gray squirrel. He's pretty gray on top. Underneath, he's pretty white, and his tail is tipped with silver. That's the gray squirrel. And here is the fox squirrel. He's kind of brownish orange on top and very orangey on the bottom, with also a very long tail, but his is tipped in orange. So these are the two squirrels that we have. The red squirrel is the largest tree squirrel in the North Americas. The California gray squirrel is the largest tree squirrel in California, Washington, and Oregon. And you can see that when you look at their pelts. Who looks bigger? Obviously, the fox squirrel. They use their wonderful tails for a variety of things. They use them for balance when they jump from tree to tree. They will curl around them to keep them warm. The gray squirrel will pull fur off of it to line the nest for their babies. They also use them when they fear there's a predator overhead. They will flip their tail up over them and open it like an umbrella to try and hide themselves. The gray squirrel also keeps its tail in an S shape most of the time. Both of these squirrels are arboreal, which means they live high in the trees, and the nature area has lots of trees for them. The other interesting thing about their bodies is their teeth. They have about 20 teeth, but they have two upper and two lower in the front that are tinged orange. We didn't paint them, and they're very sharp because they need to crack nuts, acorns, seeds. The red squirrel eats bark. But one of the things that happens with these teeth is they continue to grow and grow and grow. They can grow up to 8 inches in a year. And if they aren't filed down by this chewing on rough things, these bottom ones can curl right around into their skull and eventually kill the squirrel. So they need to be eating their natural foods. The fox squirrel has 2 litters a year. The gray squirrel only has 1. That's why we're seeing many more of the fox squirrel and fewer of the gray squirrel. The gray squirrel is very shy, doesn't like to be around people at all, wants to stay up high. He also is what we call crepuscular, which means it's active early in the morning and late in the afternoon. The red squirrel is diurnal, which means he's active all day long. In fact, he likes to be where there are people because he likes to eat people food. But he also likes to live in a forest that doesn't have a lot of bushes underneath it, which in parts of our nature area are perfect for him. The gray squirrel likes to have the bushes because they like to hide. They both eat acorns, nuts, seeds, and will eat small bird eggs. They also eat ground fungi. The red squirrel will also eat human garbage. That's why they are all around in parks and attics and neighborhoods. And you'll see them crossing lines, telephone lines and power lines. They're not afraid to expose themselves if they're going after food. Their predators are, in the nature area, would be hawks, owls, raccoons. Outside of the nature area, there would also be coyotes, pumas, lynx, mountain lions. The red fox squirrel is very hard to catch because he's so fast that the predators usually just happen upon them, and that's how they catch them. The gray squirrel is not quite so fast. They are very interesting animals. They're the animals that you could probably see the most of when you come to the nature area. For both of these squirrels, one of the main threats here in the nature area to them are domestic cats and dogs. And that's why we don't want to have dogs come in, one of the reasons why we don't want to have dogs come into the nature area. So next time you come to the nature area, look out for the California gray and the eastern fox and see how many you can find and see how different they are. The red fox squirrel likes to be on the ground. The gray likes to be up in the trees. Oh, the other thing, I just thought of this. You know, you see them burying their acorns in the ground? You think they would remember where they were? Heck no. They'll dig up anybody's nut or acorn that it buried. And part of the reason we have so many trees in the nature area is because they forgot where they put them. I hope you enjoy your visit to the nature area, and that's my story about squirrels.